today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive as they will do so behind their quarterback in his 3rd year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 11 carries, 92 yards.
Hey, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
He's taken down at the 30.
Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Jaguars, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be let out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. That's out to his running back, Fournette. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play really lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A pass complete here to Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 49-yard.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there. He winds up picking up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Second and 7, operating from the 34. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars, nothing.
Now a man coming off a career year in 2019, Leonard Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette. And last year, he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football and gets stronger as the game goes on.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up second and 4 at the Browns' 6-yard line.
Second and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Kaepernick's going to keep it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Colin Kaepernick. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. Cybered on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And able to find Conley. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Fournette running out of the gun. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. On the slant, this is Chark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Jaguars 10.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, as the first half is winding down, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Kaepernick. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Matt Ryan with 3 touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Ben Roethlisberger, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Good job. Stepping up 20-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team is showing no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Kaepernick going to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
For another Jacksonville first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now an option play on second down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
keep it with Fournette on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Kaepernick now on first down. And it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
To throw is Kaepernick. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The kick by Rambo is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Jaguars 13.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on all of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, it's Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Fancy footwork at midfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Here's Kaepernick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the Next Gen Stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Complete. He finds Shark. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 30. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Cap, he's going to look to run. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Kaepernick going to run again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. Good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now after the
this one away. Peoples-Jones returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 30.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
So now the Jags down by 15. At time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 12. A big connection on that one. 49 yards.
49-yard gain on the play. And the Browns first down.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Browns, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.